I'm with Dan O'Neill, Associate Athletic Director for Georgetown University. And Dan, just kind of want to hear about what your job is with Georgetown and how important it is to work closely with collegiate athletics.
Great. Thanks for having me here today. We, Georgetown Athletics, we've got over 700 student athletes in 29 sports, which is really special for us because we give the opportunity for students around the world to come to Washington, D.C., experience Georgetown, get an education, and also play in sports. I work, I've kind of got two different hats I wear. One, I'm an administrator for 4 of our team sports, men's and women's golf, sailing, and women's soccer. Then I also work on the functional side with media relations, sponsorship, ticket sales, marketing, and licensing. So it's enjoyable for me because I get a lot out of working with student athletes and seeing them perform at a high level.
And so when you have those many responsibilities on your daily basis, how do you prioritize the activities that you have to do?
Sure. Typically we have, you've got events and games, but then I have a schedule each week for meetings that we have. I've got 3 set meetings, one with our Director of Athletics and then separate ones for individual areas I supervise. And then I meet almost daily with the head coaches I work with. Talk to them about where they are with their team, if they have any issues they need to resolve, how we can help them perform better. And that takes a few hours a day. And then in the evenings, we've got events, maybe involved in some donor relations and different activities that happen around a college environment. Colleges never sleep is what I would tell people, and they're active all the time, especially, say, from about August 15th until the end of May, when most of our athletes are done competing. But then even in the summer, we've got many athletes on campus performing in different sports that they have or getting ready for the fall season.
And then so working in Georgetown athletics, obviously it's collegiate. What drove you to the collegiate side of athletics? Was it your opportunities growing up, or what kind of led you to this part of the business?
Yeah, I got involved at Georgetown kind of through, they opened up a sales position on the corporate side, and that's the way it began. And the funniest part about it is that I used to be a youth basketball coach, and the team that I was coaching was playing a preliminary game at the then MCI Center, now Verizon Center, and I was playing against another team, and a friend of mine at the university said, "Hey, they're looking for a corporate salesperson. Would you be interested?" And I said, "Absolutely." So it's kind of a funny path that I went from I was a single guy coaching a youth basketball team of 10-year-olds for fun and enjoying that very much, and it found some connections for me in the Washington area. And I'd grown up a fan of college athletics, never really thought I'd be in the business, but it's one of the best things that ever happened in my life.
That's great. And for the people coming to this SEME conference, if there's one piece of advice you can leave with them in this little video interview, what would it be for them as they're trying to get their foot in the door?
Yeah, I also teach in the sports industry management program, and I think it's been very successful at the university. I was really happy today because here, one of the students I worked with, Kaylin Jacoby, is now working at Team Services, a company in the area, and she was one of the speakers today. But I think that if you want to work in athletics, professional sports, representation, whatever it may be, I'm a strong believer that people need to follow what their dreams are. I had a lot of different ideas of what my career path was going to be when I was a child in high school and college, and kind of got those out of my system and then found something that's really enjoyable. And I get a lot of, I have a lot of pride in working at Georgetown University. My family's involved, and I tell everyone that I work with that I don't really have a job. I've got kind of a lifestyle I'm in, and I go home every day and sleep well at night knowing that I'm helping student athletes in the university progress.
Great. Awesome. Thanks for joining us at SEME, and that was Dan O'Neill.